What's up, everybody? Joshua August here. I haven't talked about this in a hot minute, but hit the bell, hit subscribe so you don't miss my posts, my videos. I like to do encouraging videos. I like to do prophetic. I like to show different sides of Jesus, that people tend to overlook. But we're going to talk about how God is further raising the Black community up in the film and media industry. And he originally spoke this to me about 3 years ago. So let's dive into it. Just so you know more about me, other than that I'm having a good hair day, I'm a filmmaker myself. I had a film premiere in the Kansas City Underground Film Festival last year. I have a documentary on Amazon Prime where I went to Haiti and Africa and filmed orphanages and just some awesome things going on there. I have a huge heart for the Black world, the Black community. I grew up in a Black neighborhood. But more than that, I love seeing Jesus do things like this. And just so y'all know, right out the gate, right off the bat, Jesus is behind there being a Black Little Mermaid. Hallelujah. Isn't that awesome? Ironically, The Little Mermaid is the first film I ever saw in a movie theater. What are the chances of that? But basically, a lot of people were complaining, attacking this poor little girl who's having the opportunity of a lifetime. I heard there was like 1.5 million signatures against it, blah, blah, blah. And I want you to know, those are some of my memories too, even in the white community and things like that. And you're changing races and things like that. But this is what the Lord said to me. He said, if things hadn't gone like they did in the 1900s, if Black people actually weren't segregated, if they actually had a fair shake, a fair hand, they don't have a Little Mermaid from 20 years ago. Their music is even obscure. Some are honored. Some legends are honored in the film industry and music. But they don't have that. If they were treated equally, they would have had movies like The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, where, Will Smith replaced, Robin Williams. But they didn't have that. So the Lord is doing that. And I want you to know, if you've never heard of me or you've never seen this all started, the Lord spoke to me, and because I'm a friend of God's, and when you're a friend with somebody, they tell you things. And he said he heard the cries and the prayers of the Black community, and he's going to raise them up in the film industry, and he's going to raise them up in music, and he's just doing incredible things. He even spoke to me about Viola Davis. Ironically, that's happening basically the same month-ish, and they're promoting the heck out of that in New Orleans, where I live. But the Lord spoke to me about her during this time and said he's excited to see her turn into one of the greatest action stars of all time. She has a free will, but she's doing I think it's the Woman King or whatever it is. But she has potential to be one of the greatest action stars of all time. And God told me that like 3 years ago. But anyways, I don't want this to drag on, but I want you to know that anyone tuning into this, if you've stayed in this video this long, the Lord is the one behind it. He is promoting them. He is giving them things they missed out in history. And like I said, if they were treated equally, they would have had their own movies like The Little Mermaid and Aladdin things, but they didn't. And they were gypped, and they're kind of missing part of their history. They came to America, as slavery and things way back, without a root system here in the States. And the Lord is going to give them some of those things back. So if you're a Black filmmaker, actress, actor, this is your time to be alive. You picked the right time to be born. I'm just kidding. God did it. But I just want you to know the Lord himself, he told me, and he said, too bad. He's the one doing it, pushing them forward, because it's well-deserved, and he loves them so much. Catch you later.
My candlelight, it'll never fade until that day. You're what my hope's in a dying world, a torch that shines, a city